What's happening, everybody? Orbit the Chameleon here with another video. It's been a while since I've done these. Last actually video I did was another bracket challenge, but the MLB postseason is coming up, and I don't know. Actually, that should already be in there. The MLB postseason starts tomorrow at the time of me recording this. This is the first time on this channel I've done a bracket challenge. I did one last year. I did predict the one World Series guy. Of course, it was the loser. I had Houston going all the way. I've already done two other bracket challenges on this channel. I did one for the NHL playoffs in 2022 that went terribly bad, even though I did predict the champion. But we'll see how this goes. Last year's mine was pretty alright. So obviously the Orioles and Astros get first round byes this year. The Astros won the division with the final game, which was truly incredible. Just so we know, before we get into this video is not scripted, so I'm saying all this off the top of my head. So I'm going to start with this series right here, Twins versus Blue Jays. The Blue Jays have really been a solid team this year. Yeah, they have their weak spots, but think of Minnesota, though. That AL Central really has no competition except Minnesota. They beat Detroit, of all teams, by 9 games to win the division. And yeah, I have them out. I have Toronto making the second round versus the Houston Astros. Now for this, Rangers versus Rays. Definitely going to be a very, very, very fun matchup to watch. The Rays, who started off looking like they were going to set the record for best season. They were 13-0, 20-3 through the first 23 games. But then they start to fall off. They have their weaknesses. They did not do well against Tampa. Not Tampa. They are Tampa. They really did not do well against the Rangers back, all the way in July. That's when they did lose that division lead. They were never able, ever able to get it back. So I have Tampa not making the ALDS, which is kind of crazy, but I think I'm an Orioles fan and a Nationals fan. That's kind of what I want anyway. I don't actually, you know what? Thinking about it, Tampa has been on a roll lately. Back then, oh shoot, let me get rid of that. How do I do this? Hold on, I just messed up the whole bracket. Whoops. Okay. We're have to get back into this. I just messed up the whole thing. That's why we wait. Yeah, I actually am going to switch that to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay has been they've been really good as of lately. Of course, the Orioles just kept winning and winning and winning and winning. Now I gotta find out a way to remove Tampa. Or they're not going to the World Series. What the? How do I do this? That's wrong. No, I do not want that. How the heck do I undo this? It says I can't select. What the heck? Oh, I can just... Oh, duh. I just switch them. Alright. So it's Orioles versus Blue Jays. Let me... Oh, crap. I kind of already made my prediction. Orioles versus Blue Jays. I am messing up this whole thing. I just clicked to click them out of there. I've never done this bracket before. Orioles versus Blue Jays. I guess this is what I have. The Orioles versus Blue Jays. I said it twice. Orioles versus Rays. It's really been fun to watch this year. Remember that series back in Tampa where they took control of the East? The Trop has been an issue, but I think that they're going to have they're going to be the ones to get it done. Blue Jays and Astros, come on, it's not really that big of a deal. It's going to be a great ALCS to watch. Orioles, Astros. Orioles struggled at home against the Astros this year. They did great on the road against the Astros. I have them beating them. The Orioles have been a clearly dominant team. It's such a young team, but Bradish has been great. Rodriguez is getting really better. Has been a star for this team. Obviously, we don't have Bautista. Dean Kramer has been alright. Gibson, I think, will be a problem. And John Means, he's just been splendid for the most part since he's returned. So let's get down to the National League. We have the Braves and Dodgers, who do have first-round byes. Phillies versus Marlins, though. Marlins, obviously, 2 for 3, I believe, in their history. It's going to be Phillies versus Braves again. The Phillies have clearly been the better team than the Marlins all year. Now here, I gotta go with an upset. I think the Arizona Diamondbacks can do something to these Brewers. These Brewers, of course, started off really slow, then they got better and better. But of course, I don't see it being that. So I don't want to all number one fully seed this. The Dodgers started off really really slow. I didn't even have them winning the NL West this year. But come to think about it, what teams are really good in the NL West? The Diamondbacks were better through the majority of the season. They led the division and all that, but I think the Diamondbacks can actually pull it off. I gotta do some sort of wild card because it's not gonna be 1-2, 1-2. I think the Diamondbacks can pull it off, and the Braves. I think they can also get redemption for losing to the Phillies last year. That's gonna be a close game. That's gonna be like 5 games. So here it is. Diamondbacks versus Braves, though. The Braves have been splendid against the Diamondbacks. Look at the record difference, 20 games ahead of them. It's going to be 1 seed versus 1 seed. Orioles, Braves. It was a great series back in May. I think the Orioles have pieced everything together. The Orioles were the only team not to be swept this year, which was so hard to believe. They've won, what, 85 plus series, I believe, without being swept. I think this is finally Baltimore's year. And I think that they're going to be the ones hosting the World Series championship for the first time since 1983 and doing it for not Cal Ripken Jr., their fellow man Brooks Robinson. Here's my brackets. I know it's probably going to be wrong, just like my NASCAR picks where those went terribly bad, but it might as well be a shot. This is going to be an exciting postseason. Not like they aren't already, but I like this new wild card format. You have 3 teams make it. It basically doesn't make it where the top seed is facing the best team or the worst team to make it. So it's going to be nice. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Here's everybody that had it. And I guess we'll see how this bracket goes. Thank you for watching. Whoever the Chameleon is out.